Hi Amy, welcome back to Australia.
Thank
so good
you.
to have you back. I was so intrigued to see where the story went because with the first film, we kind of scratched the surface of human emotion with how you feel as a child, but it was just so smart the way that you kind of weaved in puberty and all the emotions that come along with that. And I love all the new emotions that were introduced, including anxiety, and I think that's a really important thing that's relevant whether you're a child or an adult. Were these new emotions important for you?
Yeah, I love in the first film it ends with this giant puberty alarm that's just ready to be pushed.
Yeah.
And that button gets pushed. And I think they do this amazing job of suddenly you miss those primary emotions. The ones that felt so complicated now feel like, wait, what happened to joy and fear and anger? Now these new ones are really complicated and hard to understand. I love that Pixar decides the young people that watched the first film have now had 10 years of growing up in this very complicated world, and so we're gonna speak to them and what they're feeling now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's such like a heavy topic that's introduced in a very clever way, and that it's not too frightening for the kids, but it's just just the concept of being like kind of locked away because of your anxiety, for example. Like, is that something that you relate to at all?
Yeah, I think that all of us can relate to this idea that we think that worrying about things will protect us, take care of us, and actually will kind of fuel us. And that's okay. That's a good, healthy thing to be aware of people and aware of how we want to live. Unless it starts to stop us from becoming the kind of person we want to be, or, in worst case scenario, like actually moving forward. So there's a great moment in the film where anxiety can't let go, physically, literally, and the emotions have to work together to figure out how to do it. And Joy really doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And she has to depend on other people to kind of help her lead the way. She's a little lost. And that is what happens when you're feeling anxious. The idea of joy is really takes a back seat. You're just trying to kind of get through the day. And so other people have to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good segue because, you have brought joy to so many people, and so who better to play the character of Joy than you? So I was just wondering, what are some things that bring you joy?
Oh my gosh, you know what brings me joy that I was watching late last night is I love people performing the haka. It makes me cry so hard, and it's so incredible. Just that emotion of like the combination of the physicality of it and the sound of it, and then someone receiving it like that. I don't know. That's a big one for me. That makes me feel head to toe overwhelmed in a good way.
Where's the last place you saw that?
On TikTok, where I see everything. I mean, never in person. I've never seen a haka in person, but
Gotta head to New Zealand. That's
I
where
know.
yeah.
I mean,
It's a gorgeous place.
just watching videos of people, like dads doing it at their daughter's wedding. Like, come on, or graduations. Also, dogs. If dogs find the right owner, that's great.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely, I love that one. So the last time that you came here was 10 years ago. I loved your story about how Australia is such an important part of the film for you.
Yeah, it is.
And you said that you had some fun times, some fun nights. I was just wondering if you could give me a story of last time
Okay,
you were in
well,
Australia.
do you know Jade Hurley, the musician? Look him up.
Okay.
Google him.
Will do.
I went and saw him perform some of his some covers and some hits, and he was an incredible musician, piano player, and we all got so drunk that we left our wallets at the bar. That's how great it was. And so we're hoping to do something like that tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we've all done that many a time. I love that.
Who hasn't been there?
Who hasn't been there?
That's anxiety in a nutshell.